Recording in progress.
Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Freedom of Speech on the Dime with your girl, Pleasure Time. Today, we are going to be talking about sales. Now, I know you guys see me, I know most folks do this before, but I'm human. I'm not into all the makeup and stuff, but I do like my CarMax. So, anyway, our topic of discussion today is life is a sale. Rethinking sales in everyday life. People often say, I'm not into sales or I could never sell anything. It's a common sentiment. But what if I told you that life itself is all about sales? It's everywhere. Every transaction and every interaction and every decision we make. Don't believe me? Well, let's talk about it. From the moment we wake up until we go to bed, we're surrounded by concepts of supply and demand. Well, whether we realize it or not, we are constantly participating in the sales process. But let's break it down, okay? As it is core, sales isn't about being pushy or convincing people to buy things. That's what a lot of times that's what we think, okay? It's not about trying to get people things that they don't need. In fact, it's the quite opposite. To successfully sell anything, whether it's a product, a service, an idea, you need to understand the value it provides. And it's not enough for you to see the value. The person you're sharing it with also has to see the value too. Think of it like a restaurant menu. The menu board tells you exactly what the restaurant is offering and what the price is. It's straightforward. And you see what's available and then you make a decision based on your needs or desires at that moment. That's a form of selling. The restaurant is presenting its value to you. And if you see it, you buy it. That okay. We're gonna go a little bit further, okay? So this concept applies to everything, okay? Whether you're purchasing a meal, buying a new gadget, or even deciding on a job, sales is happening. In fact, when you work for a company, you're selling your time and your skills in exchange for a paycheck. It's a transaction. And like all transactions, there's a price. Your time. But was it worth it? That's the question we all face at some point. For some, the answer to whether selling their time is worth it is a resounding yes. Yes, it was worth it. Okay, their content with the exchange. A lot of people are fine with making $9, $10, $11, $12, 13, 15, 20, all of that an hour for, a task. For others, they're yearning for more freedom, more control, more opportunity. But why don't we make the leap? We know, I know. The answer is simple: fear. We fear what we don't understand. And this fear can really paralyze us because typically the fear, what happens after that? So we feel what we don't understand. And oftentimes we start to hate what we fear. You might even begin to dislike or avoid the very things you fear, you know? Just hollering, it's not cut out for me. I don't want no parts in it, and a lot of times sales do fall into that category. But the truth is, we've been selling our entire lives. We just don't recognize it because it becomes the norm. We don't think about it. You know what I mean? But that's exactly what we're doing. Think about the last time you recommended something to a friend. Maybe it was a restaurant, a movie, or even the best sweet tea you've ever had. Okay. Think about it. You didn't get paid for the recommendation, but you still did it. And yet you're essentially selling that product on the experience, on your experience. Or maybe you heard it from a friend and you value their opinion. So you're taking their word for it. So you share that information with someone else. You're still selling that product. That company doesn't even need to advertise because you're doing it for them. But are you getting paid for it? Do you know what I'm saying? So you're selling something and you're not even getting any money for it. You're sharing. So this is what we call a referral. You see, we see sales isn't always about money. It's about sharing value. How many times have you referred someone to a company product service and you didn't receive a single dime for it? It happens all the time. And it's not just the good reviews that matter. Bad reviews happen too, because you're still shedding light on that company. Now, even though you said something bad about the company, somebody else might have been interested in because you said something bad, they decided not to. Or maybe how far the review was, like say you went in May and someone saw your review in July, they might be hopeful to think that whatever changes or anything that has happened has already taken place by this time and may still be tempted to give it out. Try whatever restaurant or whatever it is out. But, that's, to each his own. But it happens when we share a story about a product, whether good or bad, you're contributing to that company's growth. Why? Because not no one expects a perfect company. You know what I'm saying? So to have someone else's expectation or authenticity, someone else's reality, people like that. People want to see that, there's some flaws, okay? And then if you start to look at some companies, you'll see that there are other things that may not align with the company. Maybe it's people that they hired, or maybe some of their values don't align with things that, you stand for. But that's besides the point. They obviously had a product or something that you wanted and you went based off the referral or someone else telling you. Okay. So the truth is the sales is really all around us. Okay. We encounter them every day, often without even realizing someone's always trying to sell you something. We're always in the process of buying or selling something ourselves. Maybe it's time, maybe it's the energy, maybe it's, inexpense, whatever it is, it's a part of life's transaction. We negotiate some of these transactions. We like to bargain, we like to haggle over prices. Others like to work hours, or some of them are fixed terms. But they're sales. But they're all sales nonetheless. And it's because they're intertwined in our daily lives, we stop thinking about it. And we're like Nike, we just do it. Think about it. Parents, for example, spend their lives, some of them, making, transactions to secure a better future for their children. They sell their time for money, working hard to ensure that their kids and their family have the opportunities that they need. It's a lifetime of sales in hope of tomorrow that you will have a brighter future. You see what I'm saying? So the next time you find yourself saying, I can't sell anything, think again. You've been selling since the day you were born. The only real question is, will you start making transactions that will provide you the freedom and the residual income you desire? Will you take control of the sales you're already making and turn them into something that benefits you in the long run? Hmm? Because at the end of the day, everything is a sale, whether it's a referral, a transaction of time, an exchange of value, it's all a sale. It's all a part of our lives that we live. So instead of looking at sales as something foreign or uncomfortable, embrace it, own it. Your life has been a series of sales. Now it's time to start making better transactions that will move you toward the future you want. Because the truth is, there's no better time than now. Your choice, your life, your sale. Thank you guys for staying with me this far. I hope you've actually learned some. Maybe this was, insightful for some, but I just want you guys to actually think about, that we have sales woven into the fabric of our everyday life, whether it's personal or for workplace. So I just want you to shift your perspective on what sales really mean. Like we can start seeing opportunities to make better choices that align with our goals and desires. Be blessed. Share this with someone. Like I tell you, you never know what someone is going through. We don't talk about all the things we're going through. So definitely share this, comment. Let me know where you're watching from. What was your favorite point? Do you agree with some of these things? Do you feel that your life has been a sale? What transactions have you been doing lately? Have they been benefiting you? Don't live your life off of other folks' transactions. Them sales don't have nothing to do with you. Got to start making better transactions. Click the link. Go to the website. See what's on there for you. I'm telling you, I have resources and stuff that could help you or you could help someone else with. Share it. Until next time. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye.